Click in the top right corner for the full audiobook. Chapter 9. Power and responsibility bring each other. In everything we do, we either progress or regress. With great power comes great responsibility, but the reverse is true, for with great responsibility comes great power. Responsibility is power. Taking responsibility is taking control. When you take responsibility, you gain power. When you do not take responsibility, you are giving away your power to something or someone else. To become more responsible is to grow. All growth is progress. All work assists in development. We never stand still. Every time we accomplish something, it gives us ability to do greater things. The bigger the attempt undertaken, the greater the things accomplished in the future. This is a good idea to keep always in mind. When you are uncertain whether you should do something or not, just think whether by doing it you will grow or deteriorate, and act accordingly. Every achievement is a platform for even greater achievements. Put in your best effort in the current work you are doing so that you can build a better foundation to be better equipped for what comes later. Slowness in making decisions. This is a weakness of willpower. You know you should do something, but you delay doing it through lack of decision. It is easier not to do a certain thing than to do it, but conscience says to do it. The vast majority of persons are failures because of the lack of deciding to do a thing when it should be done. Those that are successful have been quick to grasp opportunities by making a quick decision. This power of will can be used to bring culture, wealth and health. By making quick decisions on little things, you will acquire the ability to make quick decisions in bigger things. Never procrastinate. Decide quickly one way or the other, even at the risk of deciding wrong. Lack of perseverance is nothing but the lack of the will to do. It takes the same energy to say, "I will continue," as to say, "I give up." Just the moment you say the latter, you shut off your dynamo, and your determination is gone. Every time you allow your determination to be broken, you weaken it. Don't forget this. Just the instant you notice your determination beginning to weaken, concentrate on it and by sheer willpower make it continue on the job. Strengthening decisions will gradually increase our power, while weakening decisions will gradually decrease it. Every time you do not do what you decided to do because of fear, worry or anxiety, you weaken your will and hence your mind. Every situation is merely a test of your will and mind. You either advance in power or decline. The decision at the time it is made is strong because the thoughts and emotions that lead one to make the decision are strong at the time. It is the lapse of time that weakens a decision. If the thoughts are kept strong, the decision remains, and the will grows stronger instead of weaker. Learning to use your will is as important as developing your intellect. The man that has not learned how to use his will rarely decides things for himself, but allows his resolutions to be changed by others. He fluctuates from one opinion to another, and of course does not accomplish anything out of the ordinary, while his brother with a trained will takes his place among the world's leaders. The good things of the world are not the portion of any favored sons. They belong to all, but they come only to those who are wise enough to recognize that the good things are theirs by right and who are sufficiently courageous to reach out for them. None but the brave deserves the fair. The more confident you are of receiving it, the more will you use in reaching out for it, the surer you will be to obtain it. You must awaken to a realization that you are merely asking for your own, and not for something to which you have no right or claim. So long as there exists in your mind the last sneaking bit of doubt as to your right to the things you want, you will be setting up a resistance to the operation of the law. You may demand as vigorously as you please, but you will lack the courage to act if you have a lingering doubt of your right to the thing you want. If you persist in regarding the desired thing as if it belonged to another, instead of to yourself, you will be placing yourself in the position of the covetous or envious man, or even in the position of a tempted thief. In such a case your mind will revolt at proceeding with the work, For it instinctively will recoil from the idea of taking what is not your own. The mind is honest. But when you realize that the best the universe holds belongs to you as a divine heir, and that there is enough for all without your robbing anyone else, then the friction is removed, and the barrier broken down, and the law proceeds to do its work. You don't find this trouble with children as a rule. They instinctively recognize that nothing is too good for them. They want all that is in sight to play with, and they seem to feel that the things are theirs by right. And that is the condition of mind that we seekers after the divine adventure must cultivate. Unless we become as little children we cannot enter the kingdom of heaven.